Wait, let's see. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So I've been busy. I stay busy. It's not an easy job. All right. Just stay busy. It's really quite tiring. But on another note, using a new one. I'm trying to get into. All right. But I don't know. Been working on doing some editing. I'm trying to learn how to do the editing and stuff. Don't know nothing about it, and then we're not gonna do it. How about that? You know, the tracking Laura. These hurricanes, man. You think the government? You think somebody has a weather machine? I don't know. Well, I'm pretty paranoid though, ain't I? So I had a thought the other day. I was at work. I've had a couple of them, but I hate work. But I do have some decent. If I can get my head out of myself, if I can get myself out of my own head long enough to quit being like, I hate my job. I can usually scrounge up some decent ideas or something. You know, this one here is a little paranoid, I guess you could say. But I mean, it has to do with possibilities, I guess. So, here we are in the midst of a pandemic. We have, 5 million cases. You know how many deaths? 150,000. You know how many recovered? Well, that seems to be my problem. Because what I looked up yesterday, they didn't have a number. Recovered. August 2020 data. They didn't have a number for it because they said that they couldn't. But in my opinion, alright, what's this say? Actual previous highest units, daily frequency. This don't show me shit. Report. Alright, whatever. But from whatever I saw last night, or whatever I was looking at, they didn't have a recovery number because they couldn't do it. It was, whatever. They couldn't be sure about the numbers. But the recovery number, that's March 26th. Let's see. How recent is this? March 23rd. See, I couldn't find the numbers that I was looking for. Not the ones that I wanted. You know, the recovery numbers for America. Because they say it's a 2-week fucking incubation period or whatnot and blah, blah, blah. Well, I've met 2 people. I work with 2 that I know for sure have had it and have been quarantined for 2 weeks and have come back to work. All right, so if they're free and clear and, you know, and whatnot, and this is like chickenpox and dickhead or whatever, and you can only catch it, you get it, you got it, and good, go. You know, so it's like, why don't we just go hang out with a bunch of them? I don't know, you know, or whatever. So, they're back at work. They were gone for 2 weeks. So, what were the numbers 2 weeks ago? On fucking, say, what's today? Corona numbers 2 weeks ago. So, let's see. I don't know, man. Why 2 weeks matters. I'm 2 times staying home for 2 weeks. Buy your take out mask and gloves, blah, blah. See, they talk about these 2-week thing, but doubling 2 weeks. Fuck. Corona numbers, what was it? What's today? The fucking 26th. So, Corona numbers, August 13th. I don't know. Japan reports, blah, blah, what was, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to find what I want right off the bat real quick. I'm just not going to. I haven't taken the time to study on or do my thing on this. So, whatever. So the numbers are 5 million this week, and if they were 4 million last week, or they were definitely, I think it's like 4.5, 5.4 now, and I think it was like 5 point, I think it's going up slowly. But if it's 2 weeks, so 2 weeks ago, everyone that had it then should be free and clear right now, right? That's my thing. So like 3 weeks ago, so whatever happened in the last last fucking 2 weeks, those are the new numbers. Those are the numbers that we need to focus on. You know, every day, you know, those numbers drop and readjust, right? You know, so we don't keep track of the recovery rates because we just tell them to go home, right? They just tell them to go home. And we just assume that if they don't come back dead, that they survived, right? So let's go ahead and assume that every fucking person that we, you know, 5.2 million people that haven't died from this have probably recovered, correct? And they might have some lifelong fucking bullshit, you know, like the fucking heart thing, this, that, and the other. Or they might not be able to taste forever. But so they're not gonna die, right? They're just gonna be fucked up, you know, polio, fucking smallpox type thing, right? They're not gonna be paralyzed for life, right? I don't know. But we don't know long-term things, because how the fuck can you know? It's only been fucking what? Okay, how can you give me a long-term estimation on things if it hasn't been long-term? So that's my point. So the thing comes down to it, 2 weeks ago, the number was, you know, so let's say a month ago, we were down to we were 3 million. So right now, a month ago, is it 3 million? I don't know these numbers right. So a month ago was 3 million. We've only gained 2 million in this last month, right? It's not even that. It's 5 million over fucking 6 months. 5 million over 6 months. That's like a million a month, maybe. Not even, because it's been 6 months. From March 20th, it was whenever we shut down here, and we opened back up June 1st. But from fucking, just from the beginning of the year or whatever, just from now to then, if we have 5 million reported cases from the beginning of the year till now, that's not even roughly a million a month. That's not even, what we got, 8 month? Fuck, I don't even know. I'm not doing math right now. I'm not doing math right now. But I am doing lots of math right now, aren't I? But the thing is, how are those numbers fucking accurate, or how can you be so worried about something? Because I watch the news and they quit showing a recovery number. They just show the fucking confirmed case. They don't even know if they confirmed cases. They just know cases at 5 million and deaths at 100. To me, 150,000 people, that doesn't sound like a fucking bad day. That doesn't sound like a bad fucking day. Think about this one. It's been fucking 8 months, and that don't sound like a bad time at all. And then the WHO reported that there were 15 million reported recovered cases worldwide. So that's 15 million worldwide. And I don't know how many reported cases that were fucking reported cases worldwide. I don't know. Who knows if anything that I say is even correct, because I zoomed through stuff. But what I'm getting at is that they want to continue to drag this out, correct? Are we on that page? Are we on this page? Are we all on this page? We want to drag this out, right? We want to shelter at home. We want to stay in place. And we might go back to a shutdown because everything's getting just so much worse. But I don't see anything getting much worse around here, at least. But I mean, it is creeping slowly into our bubble, and it's definitely getting here. I'm noticing that. A lot more people, a lot closer to home. But I don't know what I'm afraid of. I don't even know if that's what it is. So, Corona. My thing about what it is and what it isn't. The Democrats. Here we go again. I must have a big thing against the Democrats. Might become a Republican. Who knows? I might just be a big Trump fucking fanatic. Who fucking knows, right? I don't know. I'm getting there, but I still don't have I'm not fucking, 100% case closed on Trump, I still have my doubts, I think he's a lot better than the alternative. But they want to force upon us a universal healthcare system. And now I don't have any of the basics or the fucking knowledge of what I'm about to talk about, right? I got 2 minutes and 47 seconds. So, a universal healthcare system, right? What's that paid for? It's paid for by what Canada does, right? It's a fucking health. Their universal healthcare is paid by tax dollars, right? Isn't that how that works? All right, paid by tax dollars. So if we go with a universal healthcare system, if you already see where I'm going when I talk about tax dollars. A universal healthcare system would require us. Well, so what would happen is Biden gets elected, Biden wins. They have a cure for Corona. Then they enforce their universal healthcare. They then force it upon you, shooting the premiums and the price of the fucking things up, forcing the money out of the taxpayers' dollars, and fucking outrageously raping us over the coals. Or raking a school, whatever it is. But like, if you think about it, I don't know what I'm talking about at all. I'm just saying I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna say Biden has talked about vaccination papers. This would right here open up the door to that. The fucking universal healthcare would, you know, you wouldn't get your own provider and this that, and the other. But what it is it's a way to, you know, I don't know what the words that I'm looking for are. It's the fucking, it's that chokehold though, you know. It's fucking, with the universal healthcare, they dictate what you need and what you don't need. And so if you don't follow that, you don't, you know, you get fucking, what, a tax penalty? Or you know, you just you have to pay in it. You actually have to pay out of pocket on stuff. You actually have to pay out the ass. Or you get into this, and then by requirement, they make you get a corona vaccination, carry around your vaccination papers to let everyone know that you're a sheep. Plus, they want to take all your guns away, mandate you wear a mask for 3 months, fucking shut down the fucking country if the scientists say so. And the scientists, what, are in whose best interest? Whoever fucking pays them, if you ask me. Has been that way this whole time. I mean, shit, I don't put no money into that dude's pocket. If he tells me to shut the fuck up, you know, it's like, I'm just saying, Joe Biden is the most manipulative? No, how do you describe someone who can be manipulated? Most gullible, fucking, whatever. My time's up. I got fucking, you know, all I'm saying is universal healthcare system bad. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it.